would you not say it's almost in the same way that thinking like along the lines of A&Rs, thinking of production labels, collectives, are they more geared towards finding someone that already has all of their business strategy refined and is already doing a lot of this behind the scenes work? Because for you, for example, I know you've taken a massive emphasis developing your brand on Instagram. You've also, I mean, just before this, you were showing me like your campaign.
You have to manage yourself, innit?
So like, how have you found navigating that without like an actual label backing?
So we asking what my opinions on A&Rs and stuff, or we're asking how I've navigated without a label?
I'd say both, because it sounds as though like the power is very much in the platform's hand as to who gets exposure to a wider audience, if that makes sense.
Okay, so if I'm an A&R, it's a job. And my job is to get talent. Hopefully that talent do.
I'm just going to click my back while you carry on.
Hopefully that talent will do mazzes, and everyone remember me as the A&R who brought in the mad talent to the industry, innit?
Yeah.
So if that is my job, and my job is to excel in it, why would I go on an artist no one has ever heard before? Why would I not just shoot for an artist that already has 500k followers and most likely is going to pop up just from the following they already have? So that tells me that initially you're not really going off of the talent, you're going off the metrics. So why would me as an up-and-coming artist ever try and rely on an A&R where the easiest way for him to do his job is to go for someone who's already popping? And that's just on a business thing, bro. Like, it's a job. I just want to excel in my career. That's really what it is. So thinking from that angle, why would I depend on somebody like that to try and get me? My job is to make myself pop off. So I have to do everything in my hand to try and make that thing pop off. And that's why when it comes to a label, this, that, and the third, their prerogative isn't to find the talent. Their prerogative is to profit off of the music industry. So I can't depend on them. You can't depend on them. So you have to do everything yourself. You have to be your own A&R.
But what does that entail though? Like, what does it entail to be an artist in the 21st century that doesn't have any of the support and is still... Because again, look at your numbers. Look at how you're streaming on Spotify. Look at the playlist you've got yourself on. I know that you've done a lot of... So in a business sense, we call it business development. Like, that's what you've done. You've literally gone out to these blogs, companies, and you've been like, this is me. You have to. How did you do that?
Exactly what you said. You have to go to these people and say, this is me. Well, no, okay. This is what I always say, yeah.
Just kicking me.
Sorry, no, because I really enjoy this type of conversation, because I feel like as artists, nobody teaches us this thing.
Exactly.
And going to like, I'm gonna circle back, but it's like, it's no one's job to teach you business. However, the secrets have been kept away in general from the black community for years and years and years. So why is it when we finally start to discover how to actually do these things, we don't teach each other? And we like the same thing that the white man has told us, it's no one's business to teach you business. Then we go to our own black brothers and sisters and be like, it's no one's business to teach you business. No, they say that to us. You know, yeah, the white people teach their kids the business. They do. Like, bruv, a white CEO, you think that he's not going to teach his 20-something-year-old cousin's son how the business works? He does. So we need to do it ourselves as well. So that's why I'm so like, that's why I want to say what I'm going to say. So when it comes to navigating or trying to build yourself and stuff like that, you need, since I'm a designer.
Yeah.
Being a designer, they teach you the design process. The design process is research, initial ideas, developing ideas, testing, and then final ideas. And that is all before you go to market. All that process is where you go to market. You have to have the final product before you go to market. So that's the first thing I say. Make sure you've got the final product. Make sure your music is good enough that when you market it, it can sell. That's the first thing. So that's artist development, all these type of things. And that's what a lot of people don't do. They don't separate the making the music with the marketing of the music.
Let's stay there for a second, because I feel like you're going to go through different stages of like an overall project execution, right? So that initial ideation stage, how do you as an artist define when you feel like your music is commercially ready to be pitched?
Now, obviously music subjective becomes taste and stuff like that.
For sure.
But I honestly think that I'm a designer. Testing, man. Test your music. When you're in the whip with people, play it in the car. And if nobody says anything about it, no one says anything about it. But if people go, who's this? Play it in a social, say, yeah, no, bro, no, you don't even have to say it's me. Smile. Just smile. You'll know. Okay, then. Thing like this. If someone says switch it, you know. And then also, what's it called again? Ask your friend genuine opinion and ask strangers. Ask strangers you aren't your boy who's just gonna support, yeah, man, decent. No, don't think like that. Go to like people you don't know and test your music. There is nothing wrong with testing that. If you had a product, you would test it, wouldn't you? Absolutely. Music in a business, it's a product. So do that as well. And then also, what's it called again? Don't be afraid to record and like experiment as well. Don't be afraid to like, the first tune you make isn't going to be the banger. I know some people get lucky, like some people like Trinidad James back in the day said they only been rapping for 3 months and then the first tune they made was all good, everything to blow up. Bro, you are not Trinidad James. That's what it is. You are not that. Don't live life as if you are going to pop. Like, I will never base anything off of the 1% chance that it's going to happen. I will never buy a Lamborghini thinking, yeah, if I buy this lottery ticket, it's going to win for me, I'm going to get the Lambo. That's not really what's going to happen. You have to go with the most likely solution. So record a lot, test your product, and really work on your craft until you are without a doubt that, yes, not even that it's going to blow up, but there is a demographic that is going to like my music. I'm sure of it. I've identified the demographic.
There you go.
And it's going to like my music. And then once you've shown about that, you've done all the testing and you know it's going to work, then we go to market.